going on, guys? Long time no see. So I'm going to bring you a video today that basically everybody who owns a car, no matter what kind of car it is, you have to do this kind of maintenance. So today we're going to go ahead and do a DIY oil change. I mean, it's a lot of people who follow my channel and stuff like that, they know how to do their own oil changes. This is kind of just like the preventative maintenance series that I had earlier. Basically, all I'm going to do is just show you guys the proper way of doing an oil change. That way, for those who don't really know how to do it, you can kind of just figure, and use this video as reference. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. Like I said, I haven't really uploaded in a long time. The struggle is still very real for me right now, but I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that I haven't forgot about you. Thank you to the new subscribers, even though I haven't uploaded in a very long time. Thank you guys so much for sticking around with me. And I will be having a giveaway of a Perrin shift stop. I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, but I will be having a giveaway here shortly. More details to come. I'll probably be posting the giveaway video here in the next few days. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this oil change and show you guys how I do an oil change. All right, so I'm pretty sure that everybody who comes to my channel is pretty much familiar with the underside of the hood on a WRX. STI is different. Obviously, the oil filter is up underneath, just like the other EJs in the past. The FA engines have all the oil filters on top. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen up the oil cap. That way it relieves any pressure in the system and lets the oil flow freely out of the bottom of the oil pan. And then we're going to go ahead and unscrew the oil filter and replace that. So I'm going to do that real quick and show you guys the aftermath. All right, so we're going to just undo this oil filter here. Now you're going to have some residual oil sitting there on top of the oil cooler. You want to go ahead and clean that up before you put the new one back on. So we'll go ahead and wipe this up here. It has been a very long time since I've had an oil change. I'm not going to lie, I have not had the money to do so. I finally was able to get the components and just do it myself. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here, grab the OEM filter. Obviously, you want to take the plastic off it. If you don't, you will have problems and you will have a bad time just throwing it out there. And this is extremely difficult to do one-handed without dropping the oil filter down into the engine bay. There we go. Let's try to throw this garbage away real quick. All right, so then what you want to do is take some of the residual oil, if I can speak correctly, get a little bit on your finger, and you want to put it on the new gasket. So I'm trying to pay attention. It's been a while since I've actually done a YouTube video. It's kind of crazy. So you'll want to just go ahead and lube up the new O-ring, which should be just fine. And we're going to go ahead and place it on, spin it on, and you'll just want to, you don't want to put it too tight. Hand tight is good. So right there should be just fine. So there you go. You've now switched out your oil filter. All the stuff on top of the engine is done. We're going to go ahead and move underneath and drain the oil out of this thing. All right, so we are now under the car. Sorry for the shakiness here. I don't have my tripod with me. So the last time I had an oil change, it was done up at Reno Subaru. And it looks like, hopefully, I can get that drain plug off, because if not, I'm going to be screwed. I didn't notice that at first without the light underneath here, but as you can see, it looks like somebody may have used some sort of impact on it. So I'm going to try this off camera. If I can get it to come out and get it back on, I hope, I'll be able to complete this oil change today. If not, I will have to get a new drain plug. So I'm going to go ahead and try this real quick and see what happens. Okay, so thankfully I was able to get the thing to break loose. So all I'm going to do now is go ahead and take that drain plug out. I'm going to take a look at it, see if it's good. If not, I might have to borrow somebody's car to go and get a new drain plug from AutoZone. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start draining the oil, and we'll go from there. And as you can see, it is draining out, and boy, is this oil black. I highly suggest that if you can, do oil changes on the regular, unlike this guy here who was way behind on it. I mean, obviously there's circumstances that beyond my control that I couldn't afford it, but I mean, still, if you can, please change your oil every 6 months, or at least that's what it used to suggest, was 6 months and 6,000 miles, but I do it every 3, except for this one. So we're going to go ahead and let this fully drain out, and then I will go ahead and, you really can't, no, you can't see the oil at all in there. I was going to say, if you could see it, you would see how bad it is. Okay, so I was able to pull the drain plug out of the oil bin, And thankfully, it looks like it was just paint. There we go, focus. I'm using my iPhone 6 Plus. My 7 Plus screen just took a crap on me, so if the film quality isn't as good as usual, my apologies. This is the phone I started out on, so, I mean, some of my older videos, it's the same phone, so. But anyway, I'm getting off course, my apologies. Anyway, so it looks like it's just paint that came off. It should be just fine. It's not actually stripped or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the old O-ring off of there. Not O-ring, but crush washer. Got in the box. We got a brand new one right here, and we're just gonna go ahead and put it on like that. And we are good to go to reinstall this back into the car and start filling the car up with oil. All right, so we are all good on the bottom. Drain plug is reinstalled with the brand new crush washer. Do not over tighten the drain plug. I've seen many people in the past, as I worked at Subaru, who have done their own oil changes and have completely tightened this thing way over spec. Not only do you ruin the oil pan, but you can also strip out your drain plug, and then trying to get it out while it's still in the oil pan is a nightmare. So do not over torque the drain plug. Okay, so since we're all done with the stuff on the bottom of the car, we move to the top of the car. So what you're gonna do next is you're gonna put in your oil. I mean, I'm not actually running Royal Purple. It was just a container, the 5 quart, container that I had handy to put oil in. So I was able to get some oil from Subaru. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the engine, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the cap back on, get it off of the ramps, start it up for about 5 seconds, shut it off, check the oil level, and then we'll just kind of go from there and judge it and see if we have to add more or we're good to go. And that will complete the oil change. So basically, like I said in the past, my videos are more or less for those who want to learn, who want to do more work on their car. This is just kind of like part of that series, like I said, the routine maintenance series that I had, that basically just shows you how you can do this stuff on your own, save money, you don't have to take it to the dealership. That way, like I said, the more you wrench on the car, I guarantee it, the more you're gonna wanna mod your car, and you're gonna drive your car, and you're gonna wanna continue to work on it. So that's why I'm doing this series, just showing you basic maintenance on cars, to just kind of spark your interest, and also for those out there who just kind of don't know how to do it. I mean, you would think in the automotive community, especially with my channel, whoever comes to my channel knows how to do certain things like this, but you'd be very surprised on the type of people that come to me and say, hey, do you know how to do this? Or, hey, can you show me how to do this? So that's what I'm doing this series for here. So thank you guys so much for continuing to subscribe to me, even though I haven't, uploaded anything in a long time. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, there is a giveaway coming up. I'm gonna film it probably tonight. I'll have it up on the YouTube channel within the next few days. And then I will be starting another channel as well, kind of something different besides the car. So if you guys wanna join that, by all means. I will go ahead and link everything in the description once I get everything all set up. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Have a great day, guys.